In today's episode, I purchased a q160 Seeburg jukebox, and well, it's because it has a tube amp, and I mean, it has a tube amp. What more can I say? So I just picked up this pretty early Seeburg. It's a Seeburg q160. It appears to be complete. It's still running vacuum tubes. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's missing a tube right there. But came with some records. They're disgustingly bad, so they're gonna have to be really cleaned. Some of them are probably beyond savable, but there's the specs if anyone's wondering. This side looks pretty good. So does this side. Obviously needs cleaned. So I powered it up. It works kinda. You can put in a token, or quarter in this case. You can select a record. It'll move, but it never selects. It just goes to the end, back, 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 and then stops. Never picks up the record. So that was somewhat common online, so that wasn't too much of a concern. While I was testing, this is a replacement end. The original, the one that I got it with was also a replacement. This really scary old looking one. That the previous owner had it stripped back too far, so it ended up twisting on me while it was plugged in and shorting out. So that's why I switched it, because it left a nice burn mark on my power strip here. Not sure why the breaker didn't blow. The power strip still works. The outlet still works. Don't know. Last I checked, a dead short's supposed to trip the breaker. But apparently my human reflexes of turning off the power strip are faster than the breakers, so yeah, that seems about right. The switch. Yep, Jesus fuck Christ, that made me jump. So it should power on. Oh, I took out the fluorescent bulb down here, so that's not going to turn on, but the top one should. Oh, it is. Just show you what it does. It hasn't not accepted a quarter yet, so that's insane. Like, you see, they're pretty cool to lock down, everything. But you select the number. It seems kind of slow. Doesn't seem very fast to me, but sure. As you can see, it just doesn't ever pick up the record. Goes back and forth twice. As you can see, the number's very yellow, but it wasn't sitting. So it's clearly sat for a while. But yeah, it never picks up the record, so kind of interesting. Thing's heavy as frick. Sadly, I am missing a coin door, so that kind of sucks. But seems relatively complete in here. Can't see much. Wait, got a light. Oh god, it's swinging shut. You even have the fancy volume key. So let me see if I can hold the door with my knee. As you can see here. I think I'm missing that there. It's a 250 stepper. I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but by the burn mark, it looks like it is. Somebody pulled it out because it burned and never replaced it. But look at all them. This one was cleaned, which is why it's so shiny compared to the rest. I cleaned that one. I need to clean everything else, obviously. But everything in here looks complete. I just got to figure out why it's not accepting. I did clean this mech here. All those wires are still connected, so none of them are disconnected, so that's not the issue. I can see it sparking every now and then on this, so that's kind of sus. But at least I know that part's getting voltage. Should it? I don't know, but I think it should. I wanted to get this cover off, so I took out these two screws here, and I took out that screw. But it seems very difficult to get out because it's kind of like molded around it. So I think you got to take it out pretty far. Ooh, the light's making the speakers hum. So that's cool. The amp sounds like it's working at least. I'm getting speaker hum from this light. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got dual needles to get each side of the record. But yeah, not sure what's up with it. Probably gonna do some more research, as you should do whenever you first buy a machine. Do some research, check to see if that tube's supposed to be there. If it is, order that tube and get it there. See if that's issue or not. Yeah, we got some records. They're in awful condition. Ugh, don't like holding records like that, but this was actually not too bad. It's just really dusty. Some of them are much worse than others. I actually don't know if I can get to one of the really bad ones. Ugh, that one's so scratched up. Doesn't really come through on the camera, but it's really scratched. These are all gonna need a very good bath. So, here it is. Pretty cool. Has some paint damage here. Not too bad. It's got record labels, but they'll probably all have to be changed out because I'm not sure how many records are actually here of them. But Artist of the Week, he was the last one, so lucky him. He's been Artist of the Week for a very long time. I've done a little bit of disassembly. My hands show it. But I've discovered it's not working right. The clutch, I took the motor out. I've done a lot of stuff to this. Some of it necessary, some of it not. But the clutch, well, the electromagnet, I guess, that engages the movement of this arm and everything, very stuck. It's quite stuck, so this was insanely difficult to twist up. So I know this is jammed, the electromagnet stuff's jammed, so I gotta disassemble it further. This is a mess. Rock rolls are so much easier to work on. What the hell is this? Okay, so finally found my issue. Down in there. I already took it somewhat apart and started separating. I figured I should probably update it before I fix it. But this right here, it's frozen. So it has to twist the whole rod that it's on instead of just twisting on the rod. And it's not meant to twist the whole rod. So that's what's seizing this, keeping it from moving. So I just gotta unseize that and I'll be back. And hopefully this will be working. I was working on this shit. It's 1:30 in the morning. Trying to scare this stupid ass rabbit out. What the hell are you doing? It doesn't want to leave because it's raining outside. But you can't fucking stay in here. Get the fuck out. How did you get in here? Out the fucking door. Go. I'm sorry, but I know it's raining. But get. Okay. Well, I might head to bed, but... Oh, actually, I haven't updated you guys in a while. So, I got this in last night. It's actually been a day since you last updated. But I got this in, it picks up the records now, tries to play them, but it doesn't play any music. I know the amp is working, because you put it on test, you can hear the so the amp's working, that means the preamp is not working. So I gotta get that, and then also when you select a record, it picks multiple up from one selection. So I know the selector unit needs recapped, so the amp also probably needs recapped. I got back here and holy shit, this is the most pain in the ass recap I've ever seen. And the cap kit, just for this half, the amp, I saw online, the cheapest one that I saw, there's probably cheaper ones, but the cheapest one I saw was $90. What in the fuck? And then the cheapest one I saw for this half was $60. What? This side, after looking, yes, I could understand that because there's 41 caps there, but there's only 15 in this half. What the hell? And then I actually went to look for these caps, and they're a pain in the ass to find. I think I found most of them, but yeah, these ships are cardboard. Like, obviously didn't find the original ones, obviously. That'd be just stupid, because they'd probably be bad too. But just finding replacements for these is ridiculous, because they're just such random sizes that isn't used anymore. So, that was a pain in the ass. A lot of them that I found were marked as obsolete, and nobody made them, so that was fun to track down all of them. And after tracking them down, not counting shipping, it's only like 40. So with shipping, it's around 60. So compared to 90 just for this side, that's not too bad. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to get to all these bloody caps. Like, this is wrapped around this so many bloody times. A lot of these are probably just going to be cut, and I'm going to solder the cap to the legs of the old cap. But, yeah. At least it's selecting now. Preamp, I'm hoping it's just those caps, though I did see, this is a a hybrid amp. It's got a tube amp with a transistor preamp. So those transistors might be bad. I'll have to look into that, but yeah, we're getting somewhere. Also, stopped at a place, a pinball and arcade meetup, and look what somebody had. A bloody coin door for it. So that's dope. It's the wrong color, but it is the right coin door. So that's dope. Basically, all of the Seeburgs of the time period used the same coin doors. The person had like 10 of them, so sadly none were the exact color I need, but not a biggie. It's a lot easier than having to come up with something custom, that's for sure. But it's now, what is it? Yeah, 1:30 in the morning, so I'm probably going to head in for the night. Well, I realized while editing this that I didn't mention this tube actually is for the wall box if you have a wall box, so I don't need to replace this tube. It wouldn't be a real big deal to replace. It's not that expensive, but I probably won't since I don't need it and probably will never get a wall box. But it is now 3 a.m. after editing this video, and I don't plan on uploading it for a week. So, yeah, why do I do this?